So here I am going to make a walkthrough for the CS50 problem set on cache. So let's go to the basic first. Okay, now here we can see that the steps for solving cache. For the first step, we have to get the amount of changes out. For the second stage, we have to make it into cent. Third step, we have to calculate about the quarter and calculate the remainder. Uh, four and fifth steps are the same. So here's a hint. Cent is equal to the the amount of changes out of dollar into 100, and then comes quarter is equal to 25 cent times is equal to 100 cent, nickel is equal to 5 cent, penny is equal to 1 cent. So let's go to the BS, and it's now 2020, and the CS50 has uh, shifted to Microsoft Visual Studio, so I am going to use it. So first let's go include hashtag. You first have to at the library of CS50.h, then include standard IO.h, then include. Here is a new one. We have to include the math.h library, and for that I am going to show you the uses of math.h. So here for math.h we have to use this one, the round, this round command makes a float or float number to the nearest integer. So here we can go in coding and then include int main void. Okay, now second bracket we are going to use that curly brackets, and first thing you have to do is that I am going to add some comments for making it comfortable. So first thing, so we need to assume something to get the dollar, so that should be we should call it dollar. So get dollar, and we have to assume as dollar a float dollar semicolon, and we have to create a do loop. Here you need to create a do loop because first you need to do loop because you have to add some conditions for the dollar. So you have to make a do while loop to make this to condition work. So inside the do loop curly bracket, we are going to use the dollar is equal to get plot semicolon, get plot double quote changes out equal to semicolon. So I am taking this line from here, from the Harvard's official page of problem set, and here you can see that changes out there is that given thing. So you have to so here is the compile. So here is how to compile your program. If you compile your program, percent slash cache changes out will come and ask for input, and you have to add the changes you out, and it should give a number, integer number for the changes out. So do loop, and then I am going to create a while loop. While dollar is less than 0, and this and means and for combining two conditions. So here, if one condition is okay and another one is not okay, then it will not compile, and a is not equal to 0. Sorry, dollar is not equal to 0. So here dollar is not equal to 0 because you cannot give a dollar of 0, and you cannot make something less than 0. You cannot have a dollar of the negative, like -$1 or something like that. You cannot really do that. So let's go to the second portion of this program. Okay, so here I am having a comment for calculate cent. So here you have to maintain this order. First you have to make cent, then quarter, dimes, nickel, and cent. If you somehow mess up with anything, your program won't compile correctly. Compile but won't compile correctly. So plot cent. I'm taking a plot named cent. So here cent equals first bracket. Here you need to use that round. Dollar into 100 semicolon. In next step we have to calculate cents. Calculate quarter. So here I am going to take two integers on integer quarter, and the next don't forget to put a semicolon, and the next integer is remainder 1. Okay, so here firstly I am making this quarter equal to cent divided by 25, then remainder equal to remainder 1 equal to cent minus this on quarter into 25. So I am now going to explain this digital thing here. So firstly you are taking an integer named quarter, then you are taking integer named remainder, and here how it works. Firstly what you have named quarter is the number of quarters you are going to change. That makes 1 quarter is equal to 25 cent. So here is that our total cent by 25. That means we have that will make out how many integer number of quarter you can change, and then we have to make this remainder. because this remainder is going to that because this remainder is the number of cents you have now already, and you have to make that into the times, nickel and pennies and so on. So here is that the total number of cent here, from here cent minus the quarter, number of quarter to 25. So it makes out that the remainder will be how many uh, how many uh, how many how many cents you have in remainder, and how many you have to turn into dimes and nickels and pennies. So next step is calculate dimes. So I am taking another integer again, integer dimes, integer remainder 2. So every step we have to take a remainder. So here is the remainder 2 and times equal to remainder on by 10. 10 and remainder 2 is equal to remainder on minus dimes into 10. So here is again that same case, and this time the number here was the cent because there was the full of cent, and now here is that's not the full number of cent because we have turned some cents into quarters. So here what remains is the remainder. So you have to calculate with the remainder. So the next step, calculate nickels. So here is the same integer nickels, semicolon, integer remainder 3 semicolon nickels equal to remainder 2 divided by 5, and then remainder 3 equal to remainder 3 equal to remainder 2 minus nickels into 5 semicolon. So here is a thing, you can see that if you do something wrong uh, like this, if there is the integer or a float or anything is declared above, this will turn into sky blue, and if you haven't, then this will not. That's a good thing for the Visual Studio. You have to you can check where is the wrong, where is the mistake of yours. Pennies, integer pennies. Here you don't have to take a remainder because the penny is equal, because 1 penny is equal to 1 cent. So how much cent does it remain? The penny is gonna turn it into integer number, and there is no need of a remainder. So penny is equal to total middle bracket remainder 3 divided by 1. That's the end of calculation of the changes of Now let's calculate the total number of chains. Integer total. So total is equal to, in the total you have to calculate the total number of quarter plus, you can do a thing, you can copy them from there, but dimes plus nickels plus nickels plus pennies semicolon, and now we have to print that number of total. So printf so printf percent I means you are directing to an integer, and here you have to slash n because you need a new line, and then you have to declare which integer total semicolon. You can add a comment here also, print the total number of coins. Now it's done, so let's make cash. Cross your finger. Well, there is a fatal error, and you have seen it that I next up here standard IO proteins. Cross your fingers again, make cash. And it's okay. Integrate a new terminal. Make cash backslash cash. So it's come that change out. Okay, I am taking this example 0.41. Okay, so let's paste it here. 0.41, and here you go 4. You have to make sure another thing that if you are running cache, and if you are making a negative integer, see, it doesn't, you add a non numeral thing, it doesn't work. Then you add some, it works. So let's do another thing. Let's check it through the check 50 to make sure how everything is right. Okay. This is not working. Check. Check 50 CS50 problem 2021 cash. I'm not quite sure if it would work, because we have to make so here is we have login to GitHub, and I now use my personal access token for GitHub. The results come out positive. Okay, let's see here. Cache C exists, cache C compile inputs to input 0.41 yields output of 4, 0.01 on. So everything's like meeting state rejects the negative input like -1, rejects non-numeric input like 4, rejects the non-numeric input of double quote. So here is it all done, and it's okay. Here is the source code and it has no problem, and it can be compiled and submitted. Thank you for watching the video.